Hi guys, welcome to Top 5, and today I'm going to give you the top 5 African scandals of the year 2017. We are mere days away from the New Year celebration. It's only natural that we start reflecting on the previous 365 days. Of course, remembering the good, the bad, and the ugly. Oh hell no! We present you our top 5 selection that happened in 2017 and changed Africa forever. In no particular order, here goes number 1. Robert Mugabe's downfall. The rule of Robert Mugabe has come to an end in Zimbabwe. It all started when Mugabe fired a long-term ally and then Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Next, it became clear that he expected his wife Grace Mugabe to succeed him. The military and the ruling ZANU-PF party turned against the 93-year-old who ruled Zimbabwe for a record 37 years since its independence. Ultimately, Emmerson Mnangagwa was inaugurated in November. In his statement, Mugabe said he resigned voluntarily and did so out of concerns for the people of Zimbabwe. The development prompted wild celebrations in the streets of Harare, with car horns honking and crowds dancing, cheering over the departure of Mugabe. Well, what will this mean for democracy in Africa? We'll see. Number 2, Kenya's darkest hours. Here is what you need to know about Kenya's 2017 presidential election chaos. First, the August poll was won by the incumbent president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Then the Supreme Court overturned Kenyatta's victory on the grounds of irregularities and mismanagement by the Electoral Commission. A rerun was scheduled. The opposition leader Raila Odinga surprisingly withdrew from the rerun election as he didn't believe in its credibility. Kenyatta won the second time with 98% of the vote on a turnout of only 39%. Odinga holds Kenyatta's government to be illegitimate. West Africa, of course, shook as Kenya was plunged into the decade's worst political crisis. Sadly, between 55 and 75 people have died in the election-related violence. What does the future hold for Kenya? We hope the crisis will be resolved and that no more lives will be lost. Number 3, Libya slave trade. Slave trade in Africa is not a new phenomenon, but not in the sense that it dates centuries back. Well, here is the thing. Just weeks ago, an extremely disturbing video of an apparently open-air slave market in Libya appeared on the main world news sites. Traders prey on thousands upon thousands of vulnerable African refugees who hope to reach Europe through Libya. Investigations show that unregistered, exhausted, and tortured people are being bought and sold in public for as little as $400. Human trafficking has been a booming economic sector for years in Libya. Reacting, Libya and the UN say that they are looking into the matter and planning intervention as other countries, including Nigeria, begin to bring home their citizens that have been stranded in Libya. Number 4, the separatist movement in Cameroon. In 2016, English-speaking Cameroonians held first protests in the northwest and southwest regions against their marginalization by the French-speaking majority. By the end of 2017, the conflict has escalated into a fully fledged separatist movement. The government has declared war on the secessionists with heavy military presence, nighttime curfews, restrictions on movement, raids, and body searches. In October, the separatists declared the independence of what they now call the Republic of Ambazonia. They said they are only ready to dialogue with President Paul Biya on the terms of their separation. The president, however, insists on the unity of Cameroon. As we speak, schools are closed in most of the English-speaking regions. Thousands of Cameroonians have of course fled their homes in fear of violence and prosecution. So far, at least 16 military personnel and police have been killed in the 2 English-speaking regions, and as well as dozens of civilians. Finally, number 5, at least this brings some smile to my face. Let us take you to Nigeria's southeastern Imo state. Here, Governor Rochas Okorocha created the Ministry of Happiness and Purpose Fulfillment. Local authorities say the ministry is expected to help people of Imo contribute to society and fulfill their purpose in life. What is the problem then? Well, Nigerians aren't too happy that Governor Okorocha named his own younger sister, Ogechi Ololo, my Nigerian brothers, forgive me if I didn't get it right, as the new head of his newly created ministry. Some don't see what aims such a ministry could seek to achieve. Moreover, Mrs. Ololo was first named incorrectly as Commissioner of Happiness and Couples Fulfillment instead of Purpose Fulfillment. You can imagine the public reactions. The authorities moved to correct the mistake, but as fate will have it, the damage was already done. Only time will now tell if Governor Okorocha's ministry and sister will achieve their goals and raise quality for the Imo people. Well, that's where we wrap it up for today. But before I let you go, which events of 2017 shocked or affected you most? Add your suggestions to the list and let's discuss what this means for Africa. Of course, don't forget to like, share, and comment. My name still remains Brother Igwe Kevin Phillips Momanyi. Doo-doo.